Yo, what's going on? Chavo Guerrero Jr. here, giving a big shout out to Wrestling Rehab. Keep watching, keep listening, and Viva la Raza.
Órale. Órale, Total Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout outs to all the junkies out there. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Ah, feels good to be back live, homes. But I will not be here next Monday because I will actually be at Monday Night Raw next Monday in Ontario, California. So let's see what happens there. Tonight's Monday Night Raw, man, they're really beefing it up. They're really pumping it up that this is supposed to be one of the most epic Monday Night Raws of all time. And because they're beefing it up like that, I think it's gonna fall a little flat. Not because it's not gonna be a good show, not because it's not going to be a good Monday Night Raw, but possibly just because they're pumping it up so much, man. I mean, look, one thing is, hey, the return of CM Punk. Now, it doesn't feel like CM Punk has been gone. I don't know if it feels like that to you guys or not, but to me, it's like the return of CM Punk. I, how long has he been gone? Like I didn't even really realize that he was like gone. I'm trying to think. Okay, so if it's the return of CM Punk, how long was he gone for? And I get it. I understand, dog. I get it. Some people love CM Punk, and some people are gonna say, "Hey, well, you hate CM Punk, so it's no big deal to you." But I'm just saying, like, has he been gone that long? To say, hey, the return of CM Punk, when Roman Reigns was gone and when he came back, I'm like, okay, yeah, the return of Roman Reigns, because he was gone for a while. He was gone for quite a few months. But oh well, I guess the return of CM Punk. What's up? That's a Benny from the Box State. So okay, all right, I guess the return of CM Punk, even though it doesn't feel like he's really been gone. Now, one thing that just came down was that Seth freaking Rollins is supposed to make an appearance on Monday Night Raw tonight. Now, see, he's been gone for a while. Not a long while, but he's been gone for a minute. And word is that he has a big announcement. What that announcement is, I don't know. Rumors are speculating. I got no idea what it is. Now, one of the big rumors that's going around there, which I don't believe, but I guess we'll entertain it, is the fact that he's going to bring Dean Ambrose back, right? Because this is supposed to be a monumental Monday Night Raw for whatever reason. Now, I really don't think Dean Ambrose is coming. I know there's a lot of rumors out there in the wrestling world, in the WWE universe. Look, if he shows up, he shows up. Would that be groundbreaking and shocking? Yes, in the sense that, wait a second, wasn't this guy still signed with AEW as John Moxley? But as opposed to, well, is he really that great? I mean, it's just going to be oh, damn kind of moment. Long run, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't really that big of a fan of his. The two guys from the Shield that stayed, I thought were the right two guys. But I mean, if he does show up, yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be like, oh, damn. AEW just lost one of the big stars. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens with all this. Seth Rollins coming back, that's pretty cool. Seth Rollins is always good. Let's see if they turn him heel. That could be something. If he goes back to being heel, most people actually liked him when he was heel. He makes a really good heel. So hopefully, hopefully he's good to go because Seth Rollins does bring a lot to the table. The guy's a damn good wrestler. He's a damn good talent. And I like Seth freaking Rollins, man. Either way, as a face or as a heel. Either way. By the way, my boy Pablo, he's gonna be out for a while. So, that's why I'm rolling solo today. And next week I'll be at Monday Night Raw. Definitely I'll take some footage. I'll definitely take some footage. So maybe I'll go live right before I go in. I'll see. In other news, Charlotte Flair. Oh yes, the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Word was, man, that she was pretty much ready to come back, but I guess word came down that no, she's still not cleared. And now we're receiving word that she won't be coming back till 2025, till next year, which is not that far away. It sounds long. It sounds like wow, next year, but in reality, it's what, a little over 3 months away. Look, if that's the case, then I would say have her come back at the Royal Rumble. Have her come back at the Royal Rumble. Should she win it? Not sure because they're tossing it around that they want her to beef it with Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. And I had said it. I had said it a while back. I said, listen, this Tiffany Stratton chick, she is all that and a bag of chips, Holmes. Her athleticism, her wrestling ability. And I said it. I said WrestleMania match. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair down the line. At some point. Old Lion versus Young Lion. That's a WrestleMania match. Now, it stands right now, we don't know what we're going to get at WrestleMania, which, by the way, I have thrown my name in the hat for the pre-sale for WrestleMania. I want to be there for night 1 and 2. But I want Charlotte to come back, man. I really do. And at her age, she's kind of starting to run out of time. I definitely want her to, honestly, look, in all reality, I want her to pass her dad. I do. I want her to pass the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. She has 14 title runs. Ric Flair is tied up with John Cena at 16. I want her to get 17. I do. Just because she's the greatest of all time. She is the GOAT. And heck, when she is active, like right, she hasn't been active for a while now, right? But when she is active on the roster, she's my favorite wrestler. Not my favorite women's wrestler, not my favorite male wrestler, just my favorite wrestler. It's her. So I do want her to pass up Cena and Flair. But time is definitely not on her side, man. She's starting to get up there in age. So, and the moves that she does and all that, I don't want her to continue wrestling if her in-ring ability is going to start suffering. As of right now, really good in the ring. Her capabilities and everything, it doesn't really seem like it's, taking a step down. At least not yet. But we'll definitely see, man. When she comes back, we'll definitely see. Is she going to be the same queen, the same Charlotte Flair, or is she going to have to scale it back? Because if she does, yeah, that could kind of hurt. But we shall see what happens with one Charlotte Flair, the GOAT, Charlotte Flair. Hey, real quick, man, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle. The three eyes, right? Kurt Angle. Talking about, coming back to the WWE, man. Not as a wrestler, but possibly as a manager. And you know what? Not only that, but there's talks about the WWE bringing back managers. Because as it stands right now, there's not really any managers. Paul Heyman hasn't been there for a few months. Much love to Paul Heyman. I think he's the greatest of all time. In a time where the WWE just did away with managers, he found a way to stay relevant. He found a way to stay in there. But at least from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is that they're going to be opening up, man, to bringing back managers. I don't know if they're going to bring back some of the old school managers. I know if you guys saw the season premiere, finger quotes, season premiere of SmackDown on USA, they showed Vicky Guerrero. We're going to get to that, Benny. Oh, we're going to get to that, man. They showed Vicky Guerrero. So, there's a lot of talks, man. There's a lot of talks that WWE is looking to bring back managers like they had it once upon a time. Especially going way back in the day, right? I'm not talking about like the early 2000s or anything. I'm talking about like going back to the 80s and 90s. Managers brought, I mean, man, just their presence, just them being there. It just, the right managers just made it that much better. It would turn it from good to great. When you talk about the, Bobby the Brain Heenans, when you talk about the Slickster, when you talk about Sensational Sherry, when you talk about all those greats, man, the classy Freddie Blassie, Captain Lou, when you talk about those greats, it just made wrestling that much better. But I wonder, I wonder because the direction that wrestling has gone, would managers make it a little bit too cheesy? See, back then you had a little bit more wrestlers that were characters. Not all of them, but they were characters, right? Can you have, yeah, exactly. Can you have, a Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart today? Can managers survive today? Can you have a Jim Cornette? Will it work today, or was that just for that time? Because at that time, it made it great. It really did. But I'm wondering if it can survive today. Like I said, you got Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman, in my opinion, is probably the greatest of all time. But can you have a lot of managers? I think managers will probably have to work with maybe factions and tag teams. I think managers can really boost up tag team divisions or the tag team division, because the tag team division sucks right now. It sucks. You bring in some managers, throw them into the tag team division, I think it'd be pretty cool, dog. You have a couple of managers in the women's division. I would like for them to try it. I'm just not sure if if a manager like the Slickster will slide today, Holmes. But we'll see what's up with that, man. Hey, check this out. Last Monday Night Raw, you had you you had a segment, right? It was up in Canada at the arena. I forgot the name of the arena, but apparently they're actually going to tear that arena down. And we'll get to the thumbnail in just a second. But you had the excellence of execution, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. The pink and black attack won Mr. Bret the Hitman Hart. You had him at Monday Night Raw, right? Now, it's no secret. Bret the Hitman Hart, go boo yourself, Benny. Go have yourself a bison steak, Holmes. Now, it's no secret, dog. Bret the Hitman Hart is my favorite wrestler of all time, hands down. It doesn't even come close. And he always will be. However, I do want to say this. Okay. I'm probably better off not meeting him. By the way, Monday Night Raw is in Portland, Oregon tonight. But I'm probably better off not meeting him because I've never really heard anything good about him. It's one of those things of like, hey, don't meet your heroes. From everything that I've heard, I guess it applies to him. But he goes in there. He's in the ring. Out comes Gunther. Gunther, they've cut such a damn good promo. And I'm proud of Bret Hart. I'm proud of him. And I'll tell you guys why. But they cut such a good promo with Gunther being in there and telling Bret Hart, like, hey, I looked up to you. You are my second favorite wrestler of all time, right? And everybody's all kind of like, boo, boo. At this point, I'm thinking that Gunther is going to say that his number one favorite wrestler of all time is he himself, right? That's what I thought he was going to say. I did not see what he said. What came out of his mouth completely blew my mind. because I really truly thought he was gonna say my favorite of all time is me, Gunther. AS in front of Hitman's name, and that's what I think of him. Ah, dog, you ain't right. You ain't right. But that's what I really thought. That's where I really thought the promo was going. Instead, he said right behind my favorite wrestler of all time, Bill Goldberg. Wow, dog, that blew my mind, Holmes. That blew my mind. I was like, oh, snap. Now, this is why I'm proud of Bret Hart. Okay, this is why. And why I'm proud of him, because it matters a lot. Because Bret Hart doesn't really seem to have that much of a sense of humor. He's typically one that takes things to the heart. That's the name Bret Hart. But he's one that's a little bit more. That's what I'm saying, dog. I've never really everybody that I've talked to that has known him, they're just kind of like, that's he's whatever. He's Bret Hart's Bret Hart. Unlike other wrestlers where they're like, oh man, he's a cool dude, man, and everything. And then I asked, I'm like, hey man, like is Bret Hart, man, like is he cool? They're just like, uh, you know, whatever. And it kind of I'm kind of just like, damn it. Because you want your favorite wrestler to be like a cool dude to hang out with, right? And I kind of see that in Bret Hart. He doesn't seem like he's the coolest cat to be around and everything, and he looks like he takes things to the heart, and he looks like like he is like he's held on to a lot of things that went wrong in his career, man. Which again, hey man, look, he got screwed over, right? He had a couple of bad shakes in his career. What happened with Vince McMahon and the Montreal screw job? What happened with Bill Goldberg? He did have a couple of couple of foul ups right there, man. But he was never really one to put on like that for the show. That's why I was like, wow, you did that with Bret Hart, because I don't think Bret Hart is cool with this. But, maybe he's coming around. I like Bret Hart. Okay, cool, Richard. Cool, man. Is he one of the cool dudes to hang out with, Richard? Come on, man. Just lie to me. Just lie to me, man. That's like one of my heroes right there, man. And everyone just always says like, yeah, he's all right just to say what's up to, but that's about it. That's why I'm glad. I'm glad that at least I've heard a lot of great things about Jean-Claude Van Damme. I was another guy I looked up to growing up. But yeah, because I was like, whoa, they went personal on Bret Hart. And Bret Hart, he seems to be all up in his emotions, man. So I was, that's why I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him because he was able to put on that promo right there and take it. Because he's not really the guy to be doing things like that. Now, out comes Sami Zayn in defense to fight for the honor of Bret the Hitman Hart. And it looks like we're going to get a Gunther versus Sami Zayn at Bad Blood. I don't know who the heck is excited for that. I'm not. To me, Sami Zayn, honestly, man, I think he kind of sucks. He's kind of a jobber to me. I don't really like him, but whatever, dog. If Pablo was here, he'd be praising that match. You ain't right, I said, Benny. You ain't right, dog. Anyway, man, let's go ahead and get to the thumbnail before Monday Night Raw starts. So, okay. So we had the season premiere of Friday Night SmackDown on USA Network. Okay. It went over just a little bit. If anybody didn't catch that, it went over. Um, we had the we had the signing. Let me see. He was all business in the back, very serious. Didn't act cold though. Okay, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess that's what he kind of seems like. He hasn't really seen one that. That's why when I saw that promo, I'm like, whoa, is he in on this? Because if he's not, I could see him getting all up in his emotions. Exactly, I said Benny. Exactly, exactly. Sami Zayn comes down in the defense of the honor of Bret the Hitman Hart, and now we're gonna get a Sami Zayn versus Gunther for the championship. Pablo is doing backflips right now, man, jumping for joy for that match. Good gosh, what a terrible matchup. But you know what? Look, I'll tell you guys what's not good either. And what I'm not excited. Am I excited to see the tribal chief back? Yes. Do I like the way they've been utilizing him? No. And now they're gonna have him in this tag team with Cody Rhodes, which, in my opinion, Cody Rhodes, man, has really fallen. He's really fallen, man, to just kind of mediocre storylines. And this new bloodline just is not working for me. This is, I think they dropped the ball on what they were doing with this bloodline role. To me, bringing back Roman Reigns was premature. I thought the one you should have brought back was The Rock. Bring back The Rock and have him run Rampage with the new bloodline and then bring Roman Reigns to come back and restore order. But there's a big rumor on what the main event match is at WrestleMania. I'll throw that on another video later on this week. And it's now something I'm looking forward to, because I do plan on being at WrestleMania. But I thought they did this wrong. Why bring back Roman Reigns? Bring back The Rock. Have him be, running the show with the new bloodline, and then have Roman Reigns come back and have him restore order. And then you got those two guys bumping heads. But now we got this tag team match that's going to be going on a bloodline. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes against Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Is anybody really excited for that? Are you? To me, that's a regular Monday Night Raw, or I'm sorry, in this case, a SmackDown main event. That's not really a PLE main event for me. That's more of a SmackDown main event. As Monday Night Raw is starting, you have Mommy walking with a limp right beside the guy that they're calling the bisexual Undertaker. Why? Good gosh. They're calling Damian Priest the bisexual Undertaker. Is he bisexual, by the way? I don't know, but I mean, that's kind of picked up a little steam, I guess. You got the women's tag team titles on the line tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not the tag team titles. You got Bianca Belair versus Kairi Sane. You got a rematch with Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman tonight on Monday Night Raw. Man, they're really building up this Bronson Reed guy. You know what I think? Because Sami Zayn is going to be, I'm sorry, Sami Zayn, because Seth Rollins is going to be in the house tonight. I think Seth Rollins gets involved in that match and costs Bronson Reed the match, because it was Bronson Reed that injured Seth freaking Rollins. And CM Punk getting out of the car right now. He doesn't even close the door behind him. Who's going to get carjacked, homie? He gets out of his ride, does not even bother to close the door. The return of CM Punk, and I'm not even really sure how long he was gone. It didn't even feel like he was gone. Yeah, so Benny, I don't know. Somebody threw that out there, and then I saw it on all these other pages, on all these other WWE pages. Hey, and I even Mommy, Rhea Ripley, and even Damian Priest picked up on it. The bisexual Undertaker, and it's like, wait, why would you call him that? Is he bisexual? I mean, I don't know if he is or isn't. I don't care, but is he? Because if he is, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess part of it makes sense, I guess. All right. Well, look, CM Punk is making his way to the ring. So I will end it right there. Look, next week, next Monday, I might go live before Monday Night Raw, but I'm going to be actually at Monday Night Raw next Monday. I'll definitely take some footage and throw it up later on that week. But maybe I'll do a little live from the parking lot before I enter Toyota Arena in Ontario, California. But anyway, with that, let's see what Monday Night Raw has to offer. Remember, this is supposed to be spectacular Monday Night Raw. So I think they fall a little flat, man, just because they're pumping it up so much. Anyway, I'll leave you guys with that, man. Cholo Trucker, Wrestling Rehab. Shouts to all the junkies. Catch you guys on the next one.
And